Hello everyone, this is Johannes.
And this is Cinema.
And you are watching Board Gaming Ramblings.
And today we are taking a look at MLEM.
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 MLEM. MLEM. It's a great sound. MLEM. If you also wondered why this game is called MLEM, it's because it's like on the interwebs, there is this doggo talk, and this is the catto talk as well. And when the dogs and the cats put their tongue out, it's said to make the sound MLEM. MLEM. So that's the name of the game, MLEM Space Agency. So if you now say it like MLEM or something like that, you have to just say MLEM Space Agency. It's a sound. It's the first board game that is a sound, I think. I haven't played a board game that is a sound. This is by Reiner Knizia, and it's published by Rebel Studios.
It plays from 2 to 5 players in 30 to 60 minutes.
30 to 60 minutes. Today we are talking about this game. This is a push your luck game. You are pushing your luck because now the cats have taken over the world. It's in the future. I don't know how they do it, but they do it, and now they're bored of the world. So now they will go into space in a rocket. And they will crash and burn many times. And sometimes they will land somewhere. And then they will get points. And points is what all cats and everybody else wants. In this game, which is a push luck game, you are going to be rotating on being the commander of the rocket. You're going to place one of your catastronauts on the rocket. All of the catastronauts has different abilities, so they can tweak a little bit how you can land, how you can do things on that launch. Then everybody places their catastronauts on the rocket, and you roll some dice. You're going to roll the dice. They're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4. And a burner on them. Those are the things that are on the dice. Because it's a 6-sided dice. It's not like 100-sided dice. That would be horrible. But they are rolling these dice. And then you can choose to use different numbers. Because on all the spaces that you can be with your rocket, there's going to be different numbers that says these are the numbers you can use on this turn. So let's say you are on a space where you can use 2 and 4s. Then you roll the dice. And if you get any 2s, if you don't get any 2s or 4s, the rocket crashes.
Yeah.
And most of the time everybody gets their cats back. They don't die, which is nice. You get them back, and then you go to the next round and you continue. But if you get some 2s or some 4s, then you can use them, and you can either use like all the 2s or all the 4s, or everything, like all the 2s and all the 4s. And then you will count out the pips, and then you will move out many spaces. And then after you move, except for in the beginning of the game, everybody's going to get a chance to then jump ships, to go out and say like, okay, I can go here, it's a moon, it's going to give me 3 points now, or I can try to go further into space, into the universe, which has never happened for us. I have read tales of people getting to the top of the board, but it hasn't happened. Almost, a couple of times, but it hasn't happened, and we've been sad about that. So we had to play the game until that happens.
Yes.
But yeah, that is the overview. That is what you're going to do. You're going to roll dice. You're going to choose the numbers that you can. You're going to move on the track, and then you're going to try to get the most points. You're going to try to. It's basically luck. You are trying to see like, okay, will I push it, or I'll jump here and get some points? I know I will get, or I'll try to get more points. And the game is going to end either after an amount of crashes, or when one of the players has placed all their 8 cats, and that's going to be the end of the game. And then you count points. There's a majority, and also some points you get throughout the game. And the player with the most points is going to be the winner.
The game looks amazing.
Yes.
I just have to say, like, I love the board of the game because it's not a regular board, it's a play mat, which I really enjoy. You wouldn't need to make this, but such a long board could be a little like clunky to have in a board, so I really like the player mat. And also the art is whimsical and the cats are cute. You also have a personal player board that doesn't have any function. But it's nice that it's there. It's a nice cat on it, and you have your tokens on it, and then that's it.
But again, it's nicer than not being there. It adds table presence.
It does.
But it could have just been having your 8 tokens in front of you. But it has, you don't forget
nice
your
cat.
color.
Yeah.
If you have it. One thing I have to say, because I'm usually not a fan of playmats, I like the fact, I enjoy playmats, but I don't enjoy having playmats because I don't know where to have them.
Yeah, storing is the
But
problem.
this one goes into the box, obviously, because it is made for that. And this is like a great, like, because it's like long and thin. What is this called in English?
The width?
Yeah, it's I don't know what it's called in English, but it looks like this. So it's not that.
That's the width, and
Yes.
that's the length.
I know, but it has. I don't like. We have.
The middle?
No, but in Norwegian we have like it's called small
Yeah.
and the other one.
Yeah.
But here I don't have like I can't say it's small. I can't say that.
Thin?
No,
or
but it's
wide?
thin. Like obviously it's thin. It's like this. It's very thin. That's the thickness. It's
Yeah.
thin. So if you have a word for that, please teach us. But yeah, I really like this playmat, and now this is a review of the playmat. But yeah, other than that, what do you think about the components?
Yeah, good quality overall. Absolutely.
And they're cute. The points tokens.
Yeah.
They have little cat toys on
Yeah,
them, so you
love
get
it.
points. They're nice. The game has something more.
Yeah, it has a rule book.
Yes, thank you. It looks like this. It has cats on it. It is what many pages? I don't know.
14?
16 pages,
16?
And it's very good. It's I don't really have anything like specific to say about this rule book other than and the actual rules are like 2, 4, 6 pages long. And it's a lot of pictures. Like there's a lot of pictures because the game is very simple. This is a family style game. It's not a hard game. It's a very simple game to learn, a simple game to play. And yeah, the rulebook is good. Is there any play rates?
No, it isn't. But as you said, the game is so simple, you don't need it in this game. It's very straightforward.
It's one of those games. Like the only thing that you could have had was a little card to tell you what the different cats did.
Yeah.
But with all the people we played, we haven't had a problem remember it, and it's also on the back of the rulebook.
Yeah.
So I think that is
perfect.
fine. Yeah, and also it has like all of the different things that you would wonder. Like there is some goals that you can go for. Oh, how does this works? All of that is at the back of the rulebook. So if you just have this laying out, you're gonna have all the player aid that you need. We played the game.
Yes, we have played it with 3 and 4 players, and it has taken us about a half an hour each time, which is great. Like lengthwise.
Yeah.
I really enjoy this game for the snappiness of it's because it's you go again and that's a pretty luck game for me though. You just want to roll those dice, and I really like that you're caring so much on other people's turns too. So there's really no downtime. Maybe if you're jumped off the shuttle, but you're still it's excited to see if the other people crash and burn, right?
Because you're going to be like, oh, I hope they're not going to get into outer space this time because I jumped the ship to try to get some points. And yay, you crashed. It's so fun when people crash.
Yes.
I have to say, it says up to 60 minutes. I think that would be horrible.
Oh,
I think like an hour for this game doesn't sound fun.
But I don't think, like, you have to be very AP to like,
and you're not supposed to
not
have
fun.
AP
No.
in a game where you are rolling
no.
dice. That's
half
like
an hour, that's perfect.
Yeah, and
Perfect.
you can play 2 players.
Yeah.
I don't see why.
No, I think 3 to 5 is the best.
Yeah, but we haven't played 2 players. But it's like I don't like 3 players was almost too few people.
Yeah.
I felt like I
Almost more fun.
I wouldn't choose to play it with 3. Like 4 or 5. And I think this is going to be a great one to bring out for 5 people.
Yes.
Because it's so simple to teach. You teach it in 5 minutes and you can play it probably, let's say with 4 people or 5 people, it's like 40 minutes. It's still like a great amount of time. And it just gives you that great package in that small time.
Yes.
So yeah, the gameplay, we have talked a bit about the gameplay as already actually.
Yes.
It is very simple. You are rolling the dice, and it's basically, did I get the numbers I can use or not? If you did get the numbers, then you're gonna have a choice. In the beginning of the game, mostly in the beginning, there is nowhere you can stop. So the first 5 spaces you move, there's nowhere to go off the ship. So in those spaces, there is, because the burners are special, like when you use dice, I didn't say this in the overview, when you use dice, let's say I roll 2s and 4s and I'm using the 4s. Let's say I use 2 4s, move 8 spaces, those 2 dice are then discarded. So I know I only have 4 dice left, because there's 6 dice in the beginning. But if you're using the burners, they're not discarded. So I think for you to get very far without having extreme luck of just rolling, because if you have 1 dice, you're going to have that again and again, you will need to roll a lot of burners in the beginning of the game.
Yeah, absolutely. And that, I feel like it's a nice easing you into the flight. Like it's very low risk in the beginning, and then when you get fewer and fewer dice, the risk increases.
I just enjoy I like this game. I'm going to say that already. I think it's a great game. I think that it's. I'm not a huge I'm going to say I'm saying I'm not a huge fan of push your luck games, but if I'm playing anything on BGA, it's Can't Stop.
Yeah.
I play that game like hundreds of times, and it's just like that. I have a problem with stopping.
Yeah.
In push your luck games because I always want to push. Can't Stop is basically just like a pure like rolling dice and hoping you get what you need. It's this here as well, but you have some nuances here and there, especially with the different cat abilities.
Yeah, and that is one of the things that makes this game very fun for my part, because you can see like if a lot of people are going for, okay, this time I'm going for, if I land on a moon, I'm going to double the points there. Maybe then I want to get in a cat that will discard one of the dice when I hop off, or I will try then to not land on the moon, for example. So you're always interacting with each other with those abilities.
Yeah, they're adding like little things here and there and not changing the game up, but just like these small things. There are also some goals that are like going on different different planets, or on the same planet, which are nice. Then there is one that's having like 2 cats in outer space.
Yeah.
Please let us know how many times somebody has gotten that one.
Well, I think it's more an incentive to actually push for that.
But it's so many points. If you go up there, it's good anyways.
Yeah, but then if you've gotten one up there, maybe then you really want to push hard for doing one more. But I don't know. It hasn't happened for us. So.
And there's also this one cat, which is the double outer space scoring.
Yes.
Which is also like. It's fun though. Like the last time we played, we had a lot of like, this time we're going to outer space, and we play that
never
cat.
happened.
So it's adding these kind of fun things.
Yes, and it adds to the choices that you make also, because it is exciting, the choices, even though they're simple.
Yeah.
Because when you land on, for example, an early moon, then you could go for those easy points. But right now I'm doubling my planet scoring. Then I want to double, but it's a long time till I get to a planet that I can actually score a lot of points for. So that adds to the decision making as well. Yeah,
basically you have 2 types of scoring, except for the goals. You have the moons, which are instant points, and you have the planets, which is like an area majority. And the faster you go to a planet, the higher chance of basically you are the tiebreaker.
Yeah.
So most of the time it's gonna come down to a tiebreaker if you're not like going to a planet very high and everybody else jumps ship and you just get those points for free, which feels nice.
Yay.
You got like loads of points from the planets like early up last time we played. But I feel like in the games we played, and this is like because this is going to be different for everybody because it's a game about the luck of rolling dice. Most of the points are going to be from the bottom half of the board, if you're not more lucky than we have been. And that's just, I don't think it's actually a problem. It's just like, it wouldn't be fun if it was only 15 spaces. Like, it's fun that you have the 25 spaces to get all the way up there, so there is something to push for, or else it would be a very boring push or luck game.
I agree, and as you also mentioned, the game has a timer. So if everybody just pushes and you crash all the time because nobody wants to jump off at the lower spaces, then the game is going to end. If you're crashed like more than 10 times or something.
I don't remember the amount. No. Let's count, because counting on video is fun. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Okay.
Because cats have 11 lives.
Yes.
There is a lot of different variants. I think there's 3 different modules you can play with. We have played with one of them, and I really liked it. It was the hidden missions, where you have like 3 different missions that tells you want to land this space, this space, this space. Most of the time it's going to be like this moon, or this planet, or... Yeah, those are going to be the ones. And then you're going to score like 2, 5, or 10 bonus points at the end of the game if you finish them. What do you think of that?
I like it. It is a little lucky if you can do it or not. Sometimes you get like, because it's an equal amount of like points depending on if it's very early and easy to get to, or if it's very high up in the space. But I got like one early moon or one early planet one time, and like every time we got almost to it, we got like a 4, so we jumped up past it. But I like it because it gives everybody different reasons than just what it is on the board to do the different things.
Yeah, I really love that because it adds a layer to the game that it just for me makes the game a lot better. And I was last time you draw 4 and you choose to discard one, so you have 3. And I had like the first set of moons, the first planet, and the second set of moons.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, that's great because that's super simple. But most people don't want to stop those places, so you try to skip them. But it adds, for example, a layer of me being commander, and me adding the cat, which discards a die when it jumps out ship, then rolling dice and getting burners, but not choosing them.
Yeah.
Because I was like, nope, I want to...
Discarding every die.
And the other player's like... he was a bit like angry because he had very bad luck. It's like, I can't like translate what he said, but he was like, I hope you're not thinking about this. Like, I hope this is a really simple choice. And I was like, yeah, I'm going to take these 2. So it's like, what are you doing now? because it adds that layer of not always wanting to go far.
Yes.
So basically what I did, I went very short, I jumped off, and the next commander had 1 dice.
Yes, and we crashed and burned.
Yes, and nobody else got back, and I got that, which scored me like 5-6 points, which was really fun.
Nice. Yeah.
So I think that we are done talking about the game.
Yeah.
Let's talk about the weight and who is it for.
This is a light game, and I don't think this is a game for the strategic mind. Well, I'm a strategic mind, but you have to not mind the luck in this game because it is a push your luck game.
Yes.
I have to say that I really don't like push your luck games. I get nervous of them. Like, for example, in what is it called? The Cauldron game, with the witches.
The Quacks of Quedlinburg.
Yes, I get really stressed.
Yes.
Because like drawing in the bag, it can go so horrible.
No.
I don't want to bust. So I'm usually taking the safe way out. But in this game, I don't feel like it's so bad to bust in this game. I dare to push because of that.
It's just enough. Like it's just enough that you want to push or you want this thing for this reason or this reason, but it's not important.
Yes.
You agree?
So the game has substance.
Yes.
But it is really nice to have like a lighter experience and laugh a lot and have fun and talk to the people that you're playing with.
Yes.
Sometimes when we play heavy games, we don't talk. We just think.
Yes. I think this is like what they call a beer and pretzels game. Like a game you can just sit around the table, play, laugh, eat, laugh, love, or pray. I don't remember the thing about something about something. Okay, final thoughts time. But before that, if you are new to the channel, if you are watching this and you're thinking, this was a fun video, we like these people, I want to see more of these faces from Norway, you can. And it's very helpful if you help us out by giving us a victory point.
And we get victory points when you click that subscribe button. You can also click the bell to get notifications every time we post a new video.
Final thoughts time for MLEM.
MLEM. I really like MLEM.
Do you like what game you like?
MLEM. It's MLEM. As I said, I was surprised that I liked a push your luck game this much. But I think this might. Well, I want to keep this in a collection because it's really simple to introduce to new people, and it's so fast to play, fast to teach. Everybody has fun. It's fun when the ship crashes and burns. It's also fun when you get to that planet that you really want to get to, and it's overall just a good time.
Yes.
And I think it's a really good game, so I'm going to give it a 7.5.
Okay, MLEM is a great game. I think this is a game that will be fun for very many people. Like, we love serious Euro games. The game has to be beige and look boring, then we love it. This is colorful and nice, and I still really like it. And it is very pleasant. It's a pleasant game. We laugh a lot. I love laughing. Laughing is fun. It makes me happy. I love crashing with cats. I love getting to the moon. It's just a plain fun game. I enjoy it. The social things that you can do with a game like this is really, really good. Sounds like we never played anything social before. It's like, we actually spoke to the people we played with. We learned their names. We were like, what? Do you have a name? I thought you were just like player 3. But I just think it's fun. I'm gonna give it an 8. Really, really, really like it, and I'm looking forward to play it again. And this is when I'm really sure we're gonna play again. And this is what I'm gonna think about when we're 5 people.
Yes.
I'm gonna be like, oh, let's play MLEM. We have like 45 minutes. I can teach it. We can play it. It's gonna be fun.
Yeah.
And that's gonna be the end of this video. Thank you so much for watching. I'm Johannes.
I'm Sunwa.
And you've been watching Board Gaming Ramblings, and bye bye.